Yo, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are having a great day today. You've seen it on screen, and you've read the title. Today we're going to be talking about three-lane maps and why they work, and why Modern Warfare's map design is garbage. Not the Modern Warfare I'm playing, because I'm playing the good Modern Warfare. That took me like about 5 minutes to find a match, but that's beside the point. Anyways, with that being said, before we get into this video, I want you guys to comment what you think about the whole new map system that they've made with Modern Warfare. I think it's terrible, but, you know, with that being said, let's just get right into this. Traditionally, man, three-lane maps just work, and I'm not talking just, like, three-lane maps. Like, I couldn't think of one good, just solid 3 lanes, and that's actually kind of Groznyj Raid now that I think about it. Groznyj Raid's kind of like that 3-lane map that's just garbage because it's not what 3-lane maps used to be. You see, 3-lane maps used to have, and I think anyone who's played Call of Duty knows this, but what a lot of people have been calling them is 3-lane funnel maps, I've heard, being tossed around a lot, and it works. Like, if you think about all of these, like, a lot of the good maps, aside from, like, your Rust and your Shipment. Actually, yeah, Nuketown does actually kind of work as a 3-lane map, funneling. But most of them all have the same thing in common. They have 2 funnel routes that funnel you into the center of the map that has cover and everything, and is basically where 90% of that action is going to take place. They will have 2 lanes that will funnel you in there, and you will have a 3rd lane that flanks and wraps around the map into the spawns. And can get you, obviously, you know, like, it's a flank route, right? You can get behind enemies. That's why in Black Ops 4, you could, if you ever used it, which nobody ever did, was like the player kind of call out things. And you could just say flanking, because each map had a flank route that was, like, uncommonly used. Because, 1, it was just garbage, and 2, nobody ever went there, right? But you could flank and wrap around the map, okay? There's none of that in Modern Warfare. Like, there's no lane that I think is unused, which you would think would be a good thing, but it's actually not. It's a terrible thing. It's an absolutely terrible thing for the game, because that means like, flanking is completely gone out the window, which allows these campers to camp as hard as they can, because simply they can just watch the lanes and you can't do anything about it. And then with your 2 funneling lanes would funnel people into the center of the map. Like, there's no getting around it other than just maybe going to, like, some building or something. Other than that, there was pretty much no getting around getting to the center of the map. Pretty much everyone was funneled into the center of the map. And Nuketown works like this too, but it works with 3 lanes that all funnel you into that center of the map with the 2 buses and the 2 cars, right? And it works. And it works. And Nuketown's regarded as one of the best maps in the game. I think we can all agree on that. Nuketown has been regarded as one of the best maps in Call of Duty because it works, man. Because it funnels you into the action. And it's like, pretty much all of the best maps in the game in Call of Duty, in the whole franchise, are 3-lane, other than Terminal. But even then, Terminal kind of has, you have your action spots on Terminal, and it works, man. And it works on the games that it's in, okay? The map design for Modern Warfare just doesn't work for Modern Warfare. It's that simple. Like, the map designs like Piccadilly and Atlas Superstore would work on Black Ops 4 because it would force you to actually be more alert of your surroundings, right? It would work on that game. It would work on Black Ops 4, but it doesn't. So anyways, think about all the best maps in the game in Call of Duty. We have Overgrown, 3-lane map. Overgrown is literally your standard 3-lane map. It doesn't funnel in like I was talking about, but it works because of the sight lines. We all know we have the lane on the left or right, depends on what side you spawn on. And that lane is basically, you know, you have the 2 kind of broken houses things. And that's where most of the action takes place. Then we have our lane over to the right or left, depends on what side you spawn on, where you have the barn, you have the house that everybody goes on the roof of, and, you know, we have that lane as well. Right? where people funnel down to. And then you have a lane right down the middle, which is basically used, where the bridge is actually, which is essentially used for getting across and just switching lanes really fast if you want. You have two bridges, you can just switch the two lanes that you're on very, very quickly. And it flows and it works. Okay? We have Scrapyard. Like, we have two kind of side lanes, almost kind of flank lanes, right? And then we have the center, which is just broken debris of, I think, a plane. I don't even know what it's supposed to be. In the center, right? And we have the two houses on top that allow you to shoot into it, and it flows. And it just flows. If you want to go into the center and you want high-paced, break-neck action, you can. If you want to sit out on the sides and take people out, you can. It flows, but you can also be taken out from the sides very easily. This doesn't happen on Modern Warfare. It just doesn't happen. Right? Summit, 3 lanes, and this is a great one because 2 of them actually funnel into that center kind of area and that upper level with the stairs and everything where everyone's basically congested at, and you have that lane that kind of wraps around where you have the tower that people get up in Black Ops 4. You know what I'm talking about if you play Black Ops 4. We have that tower, and you can just get that huge wraparound and basically just flank the enemies and get into the spawns really easily. And Slums, which I honestly hate Slums. I never liked it. I never liked Slums at all, but a lot of people do. Is a 2-lane funnel map. We have the broken house, which a lot of people actually camp in. It's so annoying. Which is part of the reason why I don't really like Slums. But anyways, and then we have that kind of like head glitch spot that everyone camps. The head glitches to the spawns. And it's really, like, all the action is congested into the middle of the map. And it flows. It works. Everybody's in the center of the map. Shoot House is the same thing. Shoot House is not one of the Call of Duty's best maps by any means at all. But it works, man. It works, right? And I can use so many more examples of maps that just work. Hijacked comes to mind. Hijacked is so perfect. Because although there isn't really a flank route on Hijacked, there's the basement on the boat. I guess you could say the basement on the boat. You know what I mean. There's the underground type thing. You can get down there. That's your flank route. There. Everywhere else, like, you're congested in the middle and you have the 2 countering buildings. Right? That's why Crash is so terrible on literally both games. Like Modern Warfare Remastered, COD 4, and Modern Warfare. Crash is just, it's not a very good map. I don't care if you say it's good. It really never was. It's a map for campers, realistically. Because there's nowhere to counter that building with. A lot of the best maps counter the head glitches. They counter each other's head glitches, right? Nuketown, the buildings counter each other out, right? Scrapyard, 2 buildings counter each other out. Hijacked, 2 buildings counter each other out. This works. This formula has always worked. And I know they got rid of 3-lane maps for the sake of pros, but you're forcing pros to play Piccadilly, man. You're forcing pros to play Piccadilly. Like, even the map here I'm playing on District, which should flow absolutely terribly, still flows pretty well. Because you can do huge, like, winding flanks around the map, too. I mean, I'm playing against pretty much bots, but whatever. This map works, and District's a pretty bad map for what it's worth. I pretty much just played 2 games of Modern Warfare Remastered and then got off because, I don't know, man, I just got bored of playing video games after so long. So, I'm just bringing some terrible gameplay. But anyways, like, seriously, name any map, like Hacienda from Black Ops 4. Terrible, terrible map, in my opinion. Like, I hate Hacienda. It's so garbage. But Hacienda Twilight's actually pretty good because they kind of got rid of that one route. But anyways, traditionally, these three-lane funnel maps work. Hope you guys did enjoy. Smash a like if you did. Sub to the channel for more Call of Duty content. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys all later. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out, everybody.